Can I walk away without you buffering though? Oh, shit. How far can I walk? Hold on, let me clean all of it off. There we go. Are we good? Hopefully we good. Shit crazy as hell though. They don't want me going. They don't want me doing this shit now. They know it's real when I start doing this. There we go. Hopefully we back. Is we back? Let me make sure we back. Oh, we're back, but I got shitty ass quality. Oh, we back, but I got shitty ass quality. Oh goodness. Welcome in, welcome in. I gotta use my other phone. They know it's getting serious when I do this now. They didn't want me doing these types of streams where I'm outside talking, walking around and shit. They didn't want this happening. I know that for damn sure. All these demons out here, they don't want this. They can't handle this part of it. I don't know. They stopped right near the damn house. Where are they at for real? Now I gotta go be nosy. Hold up. Yeah, the siren stopped right outside, like pretty close to my damn house. So I don't know what the hell going on. Someone just got fucked up though, I guess. I'm just all I'm gonna say. Ain't none of my problem. Hope they get good though. Hope they get better. But yeah, like people just like we're gonna be doing more of these streams though, where I'm just outside walking around talking and shit. Cause we gotta get on the ball, people. Well, y'all gotta find the ball. You gotta find out what ball you're getting first. You know, get right. Get right. Seek Yanun. Read books of actual substance. Don't just read shit to read shit. Don't just be online to be online. You know. Really spend your time doing things that are gonna benefit you. Spend your time creating. Spend your time loving. Spend your time getting wiser, getting knowledge, getting reasoning. Reason with yourself. Make sure you reason with yourself. Make sure that what you are saying to yourself is reasonable. You know, you can't say no one's supporting you. You got a whole bio system inside of you. You got a whole molecular system around you and inside you that supports you. So don't be saying that you ain't got no support around you. You do. You got you got a lot of support. The fact that your feet are supporting you enough to not let you fall down, and you got that electromagnetic field between whatever you are touching and whatever is touching you, that's supporting you. You're not phasing through shit. You're not falling to oblivion and whatever. You got support. You got enough support to say that you want to do something. Keep that same energy and move forward with it. Get your projects done. Read them books you've been needing to read. Do what you got to do. Exercise. You've been saying you need to exercise more and eat better. You better start doing that shit. Don't just be saying shit to say shit. Better start doing it for real. It's time. It's been time. Time is almost up. Time has been up. Let's just keep it a real. All the above. But get your shit done. Every one of y'all. Even me, there's shit I gotta get done too. There's a lot of shit we all gotta get done. We can't get it. We might not be able to get all of it done, but we need to get it done. We can get it started. We cannot forget about it. You know, it's time. Because people are gonna start waking up real soon, real quick with this sun cycle. The way it's heading, the way it's being, the way the sun cycle is always supposed to be. People are gonna find out who they really is. I had someone actually today in my comments, they found out that healing's not their thing. They don't want to heal no more. I said, great. You know who you are now. You found what gives you peace. Not healing, holding that grudge. Awesome. Keep doing that. If it's too much pressure for you and you can't handle it, do what makes you happy. At the end of the day, do what makes you happy. I'm just glad someone done stressing about some bullshit that they can't do themselves or they don't believe they can do. Something they're not programmed to do. Something DNA can't handle to do. You know what I mean? So do this. Do what you got to do. You know what you are. It don't matter if you angel, demon. That's besides the point. You worry about that when you go see your creator. You worry about that when you go see your creator for real. Right now, just get your shit done. For real though. We got to. We got to. Get that meditation in. The Om chant. Go home. HOME. Om. That same frequency. Get home. Go there. Find where your home is. Shit, I don't know where it's at. It could be here. It could be on it. It could be on the Terra plane. It could be in the celestial plane. It could be in the sub-Terra plane. Shit, I don't know. You just gotta find out where you're from. Tap into yourself. It's all inside you. You know better than anyone else. But don't lie to yourself. It's okay if you a demon. It's okay if you an angel. It don't matter if you Caucasus or Asian or whatever the fuck you is. Just do what you need to do. Don't worry about what other people saying. Don't try and get other people to support you before you go out and do that shit. All you gotta do is do what you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Can demons become angels? Nah. What they can do is they can earn a higher plane. But if you a demon, you a demon. You can only stay in those lower realms. You can get higher up in those lower realms. But if you a cursed seed, you a cursed seed. The seed gonna stay cursed. You can lighten yourself up to the maximum amount of lightness that you can get to. Yeah, because humans have that free will. They get to listen to what they want to become. But it's more about that DNA. It's more about what's actually already what you're made up of. About your history. You got people talking about being connected to Judas and shit, thinking that they angels. No, you a demon for real. You say, "Oh, I'm part of the tribe of Judas." You mean Judah? So you a demon? So you a blasphemy? So you the niggas that go around lying about shit, not knowing shit. Cool, awesome. Glad to know that you know who you is. Glad to know you stand on that bullshit lie. But if you want to be part of a tribe of Judah, the nigga that sabotaged everything, go for it. You got. I'm a descendant of Paul. So you another liar. Cool, awesome. You know, you gotta watch out for these people. They tell you what they are. Yeah, you know what's funny? You know why? You know why angels are even here? Because this place riddled with demons. There's so many people running around. I'm an angel. I'm an angel. Are you really an angel, or are you part of the earth? I'm here for earth. I'm here for I'm part of earth. You probably a demon. That's why y'all called earth angels. You the angels of the earth. Didn't angels get sent down to earth? Weren't you? So you were in the 200. You one of the 200, but you haven't woke up to that yet. You're a descendant of one of the 200. You part of one of them legions. They don't get that though. Everyone want to be an angel. Everyone want to be seen as like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. Everyone want to be seen. Everyone want to be seen that way. No one want to admit they a demon until they realize that they a demon, and then they go, no, I can't be a demon. I got to be an angel for real. Do you got to be an angel, or do you just want to be an angel so that people don't call you a demon? And why are you demonizing being a demon? What's going on with that? Why you be a demon to yourself if you already a demon? And then why you got these angels being demons to themselves and then being angels to other people? That make no damn sense. What's wrong with y'all? Get your head in the game. Focus on you. Focus on you and what you can get done. Focus on you and who you are. But this earth is riddled with demons. I'm gonna be real with you. If you out there listening to drill music, listening to all this music about killing people, out there partying, having sex, doing drugs, you probably a demon. You out here doing some crazy shit, or you say you on demon time, or that whole 6-7 bullshit, you a demon probably. Like 9 times, not like probably 9.10 out of 10, you a demon. I ain't even gonna give you that slack. You just demon for real. It's crazy. There's things that are of this earth, and if you participate in the things that are of this earth and you get a bunch of joy in it, you a demon. You could be the nicest demon in the world. Demon. Ain't no changing it. Ain't no worry about it. It's all good. Just be comfortable with who you is. Find out who you are. You know, you could be 9 ether, you could be 8 ether. You could be 6 ether or 5 ether. You got to figure out who you are, though. You need to find out who you are. Some of y'all forgot that Horus or Heru ruled the underworld. He was the god of the underworld. Before Set was like, no, I want the underworld. Did y'all forget that? I think y'all forgot that. I think y'all forgot that Seer is the one. Numbered ethers? Oh, Lord. I'm going to help you out that way. Go to my description. Go to my description. There's a Google link. A link to the Google Docs, excuse me. Click on that link. Go to the book section. Hold on. Let me get on my other phone real quick and get you the right shit. But when you go to that link, go to the books and just type in the directory 9 ether. That is energy. Ether is what you are made up of. Ether, aether, whatever you want to say it. Some niggas add the A in front of it. Some people add no A in front of it. But it is ether. 9 ether also refers to the amount of coils in your hair. 9 ether is the DNA. So you have people who have extremely curly, woolly hair. Those are your 9 ether people. And then from there on, you have your 8, 7, 6. And when you hit your 6 ether, that's when you start hitting straight hair. Less coils, more straight, less shaggy, more like fur. Your 6 and 5 ether is when your hair is fur. Yes, there are humans that have fur and not hair. Some of y'all know this. Some of y'all don't. But I have all the information on all this shit in my description. You just need to go there and look for it. I promise you. Your questions will be answered down there. It is not a gip. It's not a gag. It's all there. All you got to do is go there. You got to do some reading. It's not going to be fun. You got to do some reading. And it could be fun. Maybe if you like reading, it'll be really fun. You like researching, it'll be hella fun. But you need to do your research. Let me go to that page real quick. Let me actually find it. Description. Oh, I can't even click on it. The tablets describe it 1000% perfectly. I'm about to go through the Holy Tablets again and read it to refresh myself. But the Holy Tablets is the greatest book in that whole thing that you can read. It's a big book. It goes over everything. Everything in there is backed up by facts. You can look it up. It's not some woo-woo shit. It's not some fairy tale that they're selling you or parables that are being spoken to you. Everything is in there factual. You don't have to believe me. You can go look it up yourself. But it tells you so much about what's going on, about what has been going on, where we're at now, and where we're about to be. Everyone wants to talk about revelation, but no one wants to actually realize what revelation was. They don't want to realize that when El Quran was made, or El Quran, depending on where you're from, or whoever's teaching you, that was the revelation that God fucked up. That's why the first book in the New Testament is of Malachi. I forgot exactly the exact words that Malachi 1:1 said, but it is all about regret. The regret that God had when man mistranslated fucking everything. But y'all need to go read the Holy Tablets. Y'all need to read the New Testament in the Bible. I don't care what Bible you read it in. Just know that you need to read it in the Bible. Go to the New Testament. The Old Testament's the past. It's already it's happened. Your preachers don't even talk about the New Testament. I actually remember in church, my preacher said to ignore the New Testament, to ignore Revelations specifically because it was too advanced. It's not too advanced. You're just dumb. It tells y'all that the angels are going to come down and light us on fire. We are going to be lit on fire. They said, fuck the water. Y'all didn't learn when it was water. We're going to get the fire. That's why we in the sun cycle. But shit, y'all, for real. We got to get in it. We got to get in it to win it. I don't know how long I'm even going to be out here for real. I didn't even plan this. I just kind of went outside and was like, yeah, let me go live. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. That's what I'm going to say. I don't need that. You do. I'm okay. I don't need Paul's rendition loving me. I'm fine. I got Tammuz that love me. I got Yanun that love me. I'm good. But I don't know. We're gonna be doing more of these though. As I move forward, as I get into more meditation, as I get into deeper meditation too, we're just gonna be outside more, speaking on stuff more, getting real with it more. So I might pop up with a channel message. I might just pop up to say some stuff. Yeah, I can't really help that. I cannot help that at all. I just gotta get better internet. No, I gotta get better phones, dude. One phone can't update because the password's not right on it, and the other phone just broke to hell. The one that can't update is the one that's hacked to hell too. Why don't I get a pet? I don't need one. I don't need one. I would like one, but I don't need one. Right now, I got too much on my plate. I gotta focus on me. I gotta focus on what I need. I need to focus on things that will benefit me. A pet would only be a hindrance in a way. It would be an emotional or mental distraction for sure, but it would be a hindrance at the end of the day. But I do love me some cats. I can't be spending that time, that money, that energy on something else when I gotta focus on me right now. If I had a child, things would be different. Then my energy would be focused on that child. Because that child gonna grow up into an adult, and that adult gonna end up doing something that's gonna change the world for better or worse. And I want to make sure that that child that turned into an adult changed the world for the better. For familiars, I think you should just let a pet be a pet and not a familiar. I think that. I don't think you need to. I should probably put that over there. I don't think you need to have an animal that does what a familiar would do. I think you would just need an animal. Whatever animal makes you feel the best. I don't think you need any form of extra spirit in that animal. That's a whole other ball game. Understand their energies? A turtle. I'll tell you that right now. Since you said it that way, a turtle. Turtles will teach you a lot. Turtles will teach you a lot. They will. They will teach you so much more than you would ever think in your life. And you would be surprised about how much a turtle will teach you. What do I think about subliminals? Be careful with them. How you know that they not putting some dog shit in that subliminal? that hurts you. Subliminal. Look at that see an enemy moment. But now, how do you know they're not putting some bullshit in the back of the subliminals? You never know. They're there to change your mindset. They're there to change you. So you got to be careful. You got to be real careful. Especially on the internet. Now, if you make your own, just make your own. You know what I mean? Just make your own subliminals. So you know that what it's going to be about. So you know that's your mantras, basically. Just record a bunch of mantras. Record a bunch of mantras. That's my best advice. Are turtles and frogs related? Look it up. I don't know. I'm not out here studying turtles and stuff, so I wouldn't know. Hold on. Because this phone gonna act silly. And I need water. So I gotta sit y'all up here real quick. And we're doing a horizontal stream. We're gonna get a lot of interesting individuals up in here. So just bear in mind with that. Do you have a garden? I do. I have 3 gardens. I have 3 gardens and a flower bed. Here. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, I'll go this way. It'll make it easier. Hold up. I'll show you. The first one's a mess because I have to clean it. I have to de-weed it. Hold up. I gotta put it all down. Because this dang door gets stuck all the time. So I got my lavenders that need to get watered here soon. Because they be fried up in the front. But that's my lavenders. I got all those. I don't know the names of all these plants because this is not my original place. But I know how to take care of them. But we got all those. Excuse all the weeds up in them. And then we got the flower bed there. We got roses that I got to go pick through and make sure that they good. And then a lavender bush and a bunch of other things. What the hell? I'm just going to go in this way. I don't give a fuck. I don't know how that fence works still. I'm going to be honest. I haven't walked through that way. The Instagram, TikTok, YouTube link does not take you to the site. What site are you talking about? The actual site there or the website? Because if it's not the site that I'm talking, well, the TikTok's not going to take you to the site because I changed that title. I got to change that. So I can probably change up my Instagram and stuff. I'll probably have to go do that. So I'll go check up on that. But I got those, and then I got that's empty. And then I got all those back through there, and I got those. We got multiple gardens. We around a bunch of flowers for real. We around a bunch of them. Let me not walk too far this way in case my phone goes crazy. But yeah, I come out. I've been out gardening a lot. I've been outside, getting the outside looking better. So that's why I've been busy. It keeps me staying here. I was behind on rent last month. So we made a deal that if I help out with the garden and stuff, that everything will be okay. So that's what I've been doing. Taking care of the garden and shit. It's been fun. It's been what I've been wanting to do for a while, so I can't complain. Well, thank you, Oracle. I appreciate love that. Thank you for being the one out of the many to do that. Because that does help out a lot. You know, I got to make sure people If someone ends up finding my location off the grass, congratulations to you. I'm still not gonna let you in my house. The tablets of the what? Oh, the tablets are in the Google link too. The tablets are in the Google link and also on my website. So I could probably just remove that link. Or I could probably link the actual website that all those books are on too and do that instead. But yeah. But I did not know that link was down. The link it's on my website though. I made sure to make it a page for that. But I also have the PDF, so if anyone needs the holy tablets, you can just email me and I can send it to you over email. It don't matter. If it's the Internet Archive link, I do need to change that one. That's all I got to do. Hold up. All right. Good. Is there an order in which to read the holy tablets? From the first page to the last page. That's how you read like you would read any other book, from the first page to the last page. That is how you would read the book. If there's a page that's in a different language that you can't read, skip it. Because there's going to be at least 12 pages in 12 different languages, or 13 pages, I should say, that are not going to have English. They're going to have in all other sorts of scripts that say the same thing as the first page in English. And that's how you're going to have to read it, first to last. Hello, little birdie. What are we doing? He's just sitting there. I bet you want some of this water, don't you? Oh, you turned right to me. You do. Hold up. Hold up. Let me get you a bowl. Let me go get this bird a bowl. And just literally perched up there. It's like, look, are you going to give me any water? Nah. I'll give you one of these bowls so you can take a little bird bath if you want. You still out there waiting. You really want this water. Hold up. Hold up. I'm going to get you this damn water now. You better not run away. I thought you ran away for a second. You just hauled on the ground. I was about to be like, God dang. You just tested me, see if I'm going to get you water or not. Golly. All right, hold up. Nah, this table's crooked as hell. Slip off that. There we go. Now they got water. But no, yeah, just go in that description. There's a bird bath, but the bees use it. It's a bee bath. But it probably need water in it too. I should go do that later on today so the sun don't suck it all up. So the sun don't suck up all the dang water. What the heck is the sun gonna do with water? I gave you like over 2/3 of my water. You better go over there and get that. I did that just for you, for real. Don't you? Oh, I'm gonna feed the wildlife. I don't give a fuck. They say don't feed the bird. I don't give a fuck. The birds have already been fed, so you don't got to worry about the birds eating any more food because I just fed them. I don't care. It's like, oh, don't feed the human because it's not lunchtime yet. Fuck you. I'm gonna feed the damn birds. They got listen. They were here. Shit. We supposed to be here together, right? The fuck. Why can't we just feed them and water them? The fuck. It's the same thing as plants. We feed and water the plants. We feed and water ourselves. We can feed and water the birds and shit. We feed and water our own animals. So what's the difference? What's the big deal? Are you gonna? I see. Are you gonna go get your damn water or not? It's right there. I got it just for you. I know. You know, they're watching me. Walmart birds. But nah. I don't really know what else to talk about. I'm gonna be live later on for another reading. I don't even know if I can stream on. I don't even know if I can stream on the other channel, but if I can stream on the Angel channel, Uncle alert. I ain't that old now. I ain't that old. I am 26. I got 2 more years before I'm Unk status. When was the last time I climbed a tree? I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I ain't ever climbed a tree. I have hugged trees. I ain't ever climbed a tree. I've done jungle gyms and shit, but I ain't ever climbed a tree. So, in the future, one day I will. Probably, I don't, because, look, I can't even climb the trees here. They ain't got no branches on them. Well, the divine gives signs in 3, and death is part of the divine nature, so death would give signs in 3s. But death is also 6 ether. So there's your answer for that. I used to do parkour when I was a child. When I was a little jit, I was crazy. I was jumping all over all sorts of shit. I never climbed a tree though. I would like attempt to do backflips by running up a tree and stuff, but I would never. I would never cross my mind to climb it for some reason. I've always been one to sit next to them. But if I can go live on the Angel channel, I'm gonna do a live reading there. So hopefully that gets done. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be doing a lot more outside activity though. I don't know what. I just know I'm being called to do more outside activity. That could mean like we go outside and just do outside meditations, or we do outside like I sit on the grass and do a reading, or however. It don't matter, but we'll figure it out. I've always been hugging trees. There's a big look. That tree right there, I've given it I'm gonna say way too many hugs. Way too many hugs. Am I gay? Yeah, I'm happy. I got all the reasons in the world to be happy. Fuck you mean. Fuck you on. Niggas be asking if you gay because they want to get dick low key or some shit like that. They think you attractive as hell. What the fuck wrong with people? This ain't no dating app. This is YouTube. Get real with yourself. The fuck? What the hell? What is wrong with these niggas? You think bonfires affect the weather? Not as much as the government. Not as much as the government. They want to say it's cow farts. It's really just them. It's them and the fucking towers they put up everywhere. They stop putting up them towers, or people start putting out nodes to disrupt those power grids, and they wouldn't be able to do that as much. If you just get copper poles, dude, just get copper poles and put them outside. That solves a lot too. But bonfires don't do as much as you would think. It's like everyone who's worried about AI using up all the water and stuff. Like y'all might just be upset because you hear about that and it like makes you mad because you don't like AI because you don't know how to use it properly yet. But there's a lot of things that ruin water. Y'all know fish poop in the water. You know half the water we drink, like the majority of our water comes from the sewage system. We don't even have pure water. Y'all eat drinking dookie water, complaining about AI using the water. You're drinking poop water. Get real with yourself. Go to a natural spring and get you some actual water from there if you're so concerned about it. People be crazy. But yeah, that's how it is. They got water reserves. That same thing with crypto mining and shit. It takes up water. It takes up a lot of water. But not as much water as you would think, because all of our water is basically recycled water by now. Even our rainwater is really recycled. Most of it, that's why you get acid rain and all sorts of shit. It's bad. There ain't nothing we can do about it. We would literally have to wipe it off Earth for eons, or for at least a few millennia, and then it would be able to solve itself naturally. But we keep pumping shit out and adding new shit in to keep nature from doing that natural cycle of getting rid, so we can't. So then we get these big natural disasters where a bunch of people gotta die, and then everyone's like, oh my god, everything's going bad. It's, yeah, because y'all niggas keep doing dumb shit. If we just stopped, let nature do what it had to do, it'd be fine. But at this point, nature just wants us dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at this point, nature's like, nah, y'all gotta go. You gotta get off the planet. Even if you're trying to help, you gotta go. She can do better than we can. We digging holes. We dig. All we're doing digging holes. We ain't even giving her a chance to patch up them holes. But it's bad. It's real out here, though. I should do makeup. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need no makeup. I don't want to put that on my skin. I don't. I don't want to put makeup on me. I don't want to put anything on me because it comes from shit. And it comes from shit I'm allergic to. I'm allergic to pork. I can't be around pork. I cannot use pork derived things. I cannot use y'all's toothbrushes because those bristles and thistles come from fucking pig. I can't use that. I I cannot. I'm allergic. You go hug a tree. You go hug a tree. You go hug a tree. Don't be telling me to hug a tree for you. You get up and you go hug a tree. That tree need yo hug. That tree needs yo hug. Not my hug. I can't hug yo trees. You gotta go hug yo trees. I don't want to be putting animal fat on my skin for real. I'm okay. Now, if you're making it straight from flowers and like natural dyes out of flowers and stuff, that different. But I don't need no gelatin coagulation shit, bro. That gelatin, I'm good. I can't even eat gummies, dog. I eat gummies, my stomach rips itself in half. And I already don't got stomach lining. I'm good. I don't need nothing. I don't need nothing. God made me who I am. God gave me the complexion that I am. God gave me everything that I need to be. They created me. The scientists up there, they said, yep, this is what we're gonna make. And they made it. I ain't got a problem with it. I ain't got two problems. Now you can do what you want, but I won't. I won't do what you do. I'll do what I do. I don't want no makeup. But yeah, I don't get it though. A lot of stuff is made from fucking pig, dog. It ain't even funny. It's not even funny. Everything be made out of pig for real. That's fucking the most unholy animal of them all for real. I mean, next to the goat, the pig is the most uncleanly. The goat's the most unholy. My bad. Let me get my facts straight. Let me get my facts straight. You know, I seen when I was homeless, I seen a whole family with a pet goat, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's a goat!" Me and one other person, we were like, I said that that's a cute animal and all, but I don't fuck with no goats. I'll stick with the lamb. I will stick with the lambs. I'm good. I don't want I don't want no goats. Don't be calling me a goat. I am not a child of Baphomet. I swear to God. I swear to him. I ain't no Baphomet. I ain't no Baphomet follower. I'm good. I'm a lamb. We gotta keep it real. That's another thing. If people be saying you the goat, be careful. They calling you a demon. If they calling you a kid, they calling you a demon. A kid is a baby goat. Y'all know that? A kid is a baby goat. Don't be calling your children kids. You cursing them. You saying you Baphomet. You part of Baphomet. Don't be saying that. They a child. Everyone is a child of God, period. You call them a kid, you call them a goat. It's real. Look it up. People don't be looking into stuff like that though. But then everyone will say words are spells and words are important. But then they just go around and say the dumbest shit in the world. It's like, what are you saying? If only you knew the contradiction, and it is a contradiction. It is a very con. It is going against that grain of what you want to say. Fainting goats are really funny. Because for real, that's all they do. They can't do nothing else. They get scared, they fall over. They get up, they get scared again, they fall over. It is the tale of life. It is the tale of tales. It is the tale of tales. Now they are funny though. I had a family member up in Ohio, and they had a goat farm. They had billy goats. They had fanning goats. I forgot what that one goat's called. I don't even remember. They just had a bunch of goats. Nah, because I listen. If only y'all knew, because some of y'all do. But seriously, look up these words. Someone calling you a kid, it's not saying that you immature. They calling you a calling you a goat. And it's like, I don't want to. I'm okay. I don't want to be part of no goat. Nothing. I'm not on demon time. I'm not a goat. I am a child of God. I am on God's time. I am a lamb. We're going to keep it that way. We got to keep it that way. Be careful out there. And I remember on this channel, like when I first started it up, people would call me a kid, like, "Oh, you're such a smart kid." I don't call me no damn kid. Don't. I am. It's not. It's not what I am. Don't be calling me shit that I'm not. No, for real. And that's the thing. That's the beauty of it all, because you innocent, because you didn't know. If you knew better, you wouldn't do it. Because if you did know better and you still did it, that would be intentional. You do it unintentionally. That's why you can be forgiven. That's why you got to give yourself grace. You don't know no better. You got to forgive yourself. It's not about waiting till you die and then reciting everything that you did in life to those angels to let them judge you. It's about forgiving yourself now, learning what these things are. Really take interest in this. This is your life. This is real. This is where you're living in. It's a reality check, I know, but this is real. This is where you're at. It's a dream. It's only a dream, but it's real because you're existing in it. And you affecting the reality. You're making it as real as you are. So if you don't know any better, you're not going to see that effect. But if you know better, you're going to see that effect. That was the whole thing. I remember my online friends that I had, everyone was going 6'7", 6'7". That's a demon thing. I'm sitting there thinking, y'all need to shut the fuck up. I had a Christian walk up to me saying 6'7". I was like, you dumb as hell. Don't even come near me. Stay the fuck away. You don't even know what the fuck you talk about. I don't even want to educate you on that. Bye. You should know better. But people don't. It's a fad. Anything that these fucking earth people, that anything that comes from the music industry, by the way, is ran by Baphomet. I'm going to keep it a buck and keep it simple with you. Anything that's big in the music industry, Baphomet. All these little baby, all these Lils up in the rapper industry, those are children of Enlil, of Shaitan and them. They tell you who they are and they name. Look up their name. What does they name mean? What are they here to do? What's the point? Samael, the poison of God. It was there to send the poison, the word of God. What the fuck? It's in the name. You gotta look up these things. And that's the thing. I don't like the dogma shit, dog. Like I have a playlist. I gotta go on my phone because I forgot it. I got a playlist on my channel though. It's all about teachings I've done. They're all about the teachings I've done. There was one teaching I had to remove because I was incorrect on it. Someone corrected me. I removed it. If I talk about it again, it will be correct. But from now on, it's just gone. It's called Classes. It has 27 videos. It's this right here. I know y'all can see that. It's Classes. Go there, watch those things. They teach you a lot. I got stuff that teaches you about tarot. I got stuff that teaches you about the ego. I got stuff that teaches you about the Arat system, which is the chakra from Kem, or from ancient Kemet, the Egyptian way, if you want to see it that way. I talk about microtones and synharmonics within music and how that affects the body. I talk about frequency colors. Y'all get in that shit. I talk about archons a little bit, about the exact spell that we're breaking or that we're supposed to break. I talk about that, and about the curse of Kingu, how he made everything parts of threes. That's why you have three's the big pair of everything. That's his curse. Everything has to be in threes. It's not two, it's always three. But people only see two, they don't see the third option ever. You got people, places, things. You got 3 primary, 3 secondary colors, 3 tertiary colors. And then after the tertiary colors, it goes into your neutrals. And you have 3 neutrals. Brown is a neutral color. Did you know that? So many things, y'all. I talk about in the same thing. I talk about angel numbers and what they are and the truth about those. I talk about feelings and thoughts. I talk about how to read your dreams. Like go to the classes. Like people don't. I'm hidden in plain sight, y'all. I really am. Only a few people know how hidden in plain sight I am. I talk about everything. I don't talk about everything at once because it's not going to solve anything. But you got to pay attention. It's a TV show over here. That's what I do online. It's a TV show, but it's an educational show. Yeah, we do tarot readings and blah, 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 but I drop gems in that shit that ain't no one else going to drop in them. I make it funny sometimes, but we get down and serious too. You got to pay attention. Everything I do is for a full purpose. It's not for me to waste my time up here. I know what I've been supposed to be doing. Listen, I'm telling you. And then I got the spiritual healing sessions and shit. Like, y'all, I'm not here to keep y'all blind. I want y'all to wake up for real. Shit, there's stuff that I still have to wake up to. There's stuff that I still got to wake up to. Don't think I'm sitting up here thinking I'm better than anyone. I'm not. I'm really not. We are all in the same, I don't want to say the same boat, because I might not be sinking as quick as others. But we up in here. We got all the nature sounds coming through. I'm just telling you. The the reality around me knows that who I am and what's going on. And some of y'all know what's going on when I do shit. But when we get into the real classes and teachings, which I'm still getting down, y'all don't understand. I got to get my information straight. I'm not someone that has it up on the dome 24/7. You know, I got a few issues up here that keeps me sporadic or whatever. You can call it ADHD or whatever you want to call it, but everyone has a little bit of everything. Everyone's on the spectrum. I don't give a fuck. That's why it's a spectrum. Everyone's on it. Everyone's on it. It don't matter. Don't. It's just a simple fucking fact. There have been people that have been like, I am not autistic. And I look at them and like, no, you're pretty damn autistic for real. But you just don't see it because you think it's normal. But we all we all have been affected by that shit. Everyone's on it by a different degree. So don't be thinking that just because you are it, no, it's your best friend on it too, someone else on it, you just not on it on the same way. We're all on different wavelengths. Oh my God. It's Mercury retrograde, go the fuck away. Golly. You fucking me up still. But yeah, like Lil Uzi Vert, thank you. You know what I'm talking about. But seriously, y'all, like things that you would need are on this channel. Shit. It's all here and it needs to be this way because as a tarot reader, as someone who does tarot, which tarot is all about the interconnectedness between you and yourself, about your twin individual, about your mother-father connection with you being the sun, the byproduct, the light of those two. You gotta know this stuff. It's not about what's happening with everyone else. It's about what you are doing to allow those other people to have that control over yourself. These people don't know as much as I would know. I'll say it this way. It's gonna make some people be like, "What are you talking about? That's crazy." But I'm an agent. I'm an agent of God. I'm here on this platform because God said, Jeff, you're the perfect one. Go out there, round up a bunch of people, talk truth, spit it out. You know, they'll either notice it or won't. They'll wake up or they won't. But when I tell you it's time, and it's time. But, you know, a lot of y'all caught on to that early on, especially the ones that have stuck with me for the past 3 years. Y'all know for real. I know, and Bobby Joe's still up in here. I know Bobby know for damn sure. Because Bobby been here since I had 50 damn subscribers. So I know she's here. I know for a fact she know for real. And then there's another person, I don't even know if she pop up in my streams that much anymore. She lived her own life for real. I helped her out to the point where she no longer needs that sort of verification. But Mama Wolf, if you ever see her pop up, she's an OG. But for real, there are people here who I have helped. There are people, I don't even want to say I help them. All I did was talk to them. I'm going to be honest. All I did was talk to people. And they did the realization on their own. And they accepted it. They seen it. That's all I can do is just say things. And if you catch on to it, cool. If you don't, whatever. I can't really help anyone. I can help myself, and that's it. So I don't want to be saying or taking credit for work that they do for themselves. You know, that's not what I do. I just open up the door. This is the door you're not opening because you're a little bit afraid to, but here it is. And then I shut it again. If you want to open it, you can. But don't, oh, okay. But don't get too frightened by it. But, you know, we're going to be moving here soon. When I get into the exact teachings that I want to start talking about, it's going to get real. It's going to get really informational. I just got to do a lot more. I got to do my note taking. Just a little bit more. I got to have my notes with me so I know that what I'm saying is factual and when I don't get off track. Other than that, but I'm telling you, here's the funny thing about tough love, though. It's only tough when you resist it. Because love is love. Tough love is only tough when you resist it. And you only know if it's tough love because you see the resistance. I know what I do is tough love because I had to go through those things. And I knew how much I resisted it whenever I was going through it. So I get it. So that's why I know how to give it out. There's certain things that I really don't like saying, but it's like I got to, because it's the only way. You got to get that reality check somehow. You can't hold someone's hand forever. You're going to cut your own hand off at some point. Your hand's going to lose circulation and fall off. Then now what? Now you're losing a hand because you're too busy holding it back there like that. You gotta let them hold their own rope. It's a game of tug and war. You gotta hold on to that rope. You ain't gotta move it. You just gotta hold on to it. Show that you're there. Stay grounded. Stay real. I was gonna say something else, but it flew out my head. I guess it's not that important. Is that a bird? That's a flower. But yeah, the books I have. Y'all gotta, if you need them, the $5. I have, how many books? I got Duality Part 2, Self-Love, Messages from Beyond, Operating 1, Operating 2, that other book. I think I got 8 books. So that $40, you send $40 to any of the Cash App, PayPal, whatever, you get all the books. They're informational. They talk about good stuff. I got a book on how to love yourself, or the act of loving yourself, the importance of it, what the steps of self-love is, the operating system of life, Part 1 and Part 2, where it really breaks down like what you're doing. I think the best book you could get is just the situation. Are you sitting or standing? Your situations versus your circumstances, and learning like how to move, understanding what it means to sit down, and meaning what it means to the stand around inside the circum that you're in. You know, it's important stuff that you got to know. These books don't just come out of my ass. They come down from life experience. I write most of these books while going through these experiences. It's not like I'm just writing it to write it. I'm going through it. I'll learn the lesson from it, and then I end up producing that book. And while going through that part, I'm also writing shit in it, because it's like, well, this is important to know because I'm going through this, and this is how it's seeming for me. That helps. It really do. But they're all there. Like, I got all sorts of shit. But people are afraid. And I get why people are afraid. You got a bunch of people online, fake gurus, fake spiritualists, people that want to drain your energy and just ruin your life and shit. It's terrifying. I'm helping out like 3 or 4 people right now who have gone through those situations where they had like someone draining them and attacking them because of what, spiritually, because, oh, you're new to the journey, so I'm going to attack you and drain you with my Reiki and whatever the fuck. I know what that's like, y'all. I have never gone through it, but I know what that's like from people that have had that experience. So I'm not there for that. I'm one of the realest motherfuckers up on here. I don't have time to play games. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will back down the fuck down if I'm wrong. People have seen me do it live. People have seen me do it in videos. I will do it in comment sections. If I'm wrong and there is full evidence of it, my hands go up. Cool. But if it's just an opinion, it don't matter to me. But yeah, no worries. And then I got the sigils, the meditation music, y'all. I got a guided meditation on this channel. I know those frequencies work. I do the research. I'm an audio engineer. I've been an audio engineer for the past 6 years of my life. I've been making music for the past 10 years of my life. I know about frequencies. I know about sound design. I know about how that stuff works. I graft those things. I engineer it all to be for a specific point. It's not, this is a real place to be, but it's also so fucking sporadic and has so much shit going on. Like, you got tarot readings talking about the outside world, and then you got tarot readings talking about how to help yourself, and then all this other stuff. It's like, well, this isn't what I want, but it is what you want, because that's what you're looking for within people online. It's like, I want help with this, I want them to help me with this, and blah blah blah. They seem like they know a lot about this and that, and that's what I'm doing, is just showing y'all what I know. and moving along with that. Do I have 8D music? No. I know how to make it, but I don't have any. It's actually super simple to make 8D. I literally remember in 2016, me and my music friend group, We were so we were pissed off at 8D music. This is fucking stupid as hell. So we sat there and listened to an 8D song and said, "This is easy to fucking make." So we all made our own 8D songs, like in a voice chat. That shit was funny as hell. Good in this case. It was funny though. If you're looking for 8D music, I guess I could make some. I wouldn't know the real benefit of it other than having a full sonic experience. Or to feel like it's moving around you. It would be like good for vortexing if you're into like vortex subliminals or like vortex work or whatever. It would be good for that, or like portal work. That would be good for that. But other than that, I don't know. I don't really know the other, like the true benefit of it, other than it just like helps you relax. Maybe, I don't know. With astral travel, making sure that your chakras are aligned. When you astral travel, if you're not in alignment, you're only going to go up to where you're at. So some people are only astral traveling in the lower realms because that's where they're stuck at. And if you don't have a soul, you can't go up to the higher realms. You're only staying in the lower realms. You might be in the highest of the lower realms, but you'll never be in the highest of the highest realms. You got to make sure you're in alignment. You got to make sure you got a soul. How do you know if you have a soul? I don't know. I know there's a book in the Google Docs that I have in the description that talks about, do you have a soul or not? And if I read through that book, I can tell you. But you could read through that book too and find out as well. So there's that for you. I don't have time to read all those books. When you go through that file, there's so many damn books. It's like, oh, I don't even know what to do. You might even be overwhelmed by the amount of books you see. The amount of books that you will see just on different topics and shit. It's like, where do I even begin? Wherever you want to. Your job is not to know all the information. That your job is just to get what you need from whatever book that you need from, and then read it. You know what I mean? And it don't matter if you have a soul or not. At the end of the day, don't let that panic you. That's something that you're not going to be judged on. That's something that how you're created. It's your spirit. It's what's controlling you. Your spirit, that's what matters. You having a soul or not a soul just dictates on if you're going to go on to the next life or if you're just going to be, if you just deceased and you ain't coming back. That's all a soul is going to do for you. So don't even worry about that. That's not something to worry. It's about your spirit. So don't be too stressed out about that. Like, oh, I don't know if I have a soul or not. It don't matter. There are a lot of, you would not be alone. There's a lot of other soulless people. How can you have soul? They're not soul walk-ins. Those are spirits coming into your body. A walk-in is a spirit, not a soul. If you don't have a soul, you can't gain a soul. That's something that you have to be made with. Now you can gain spirits that have access to higher realms, but that doesn't mean you have a soul. That's different. Soul has a lot to do with rhythm, has a lot to do with movements, with vibration. If you turn on a song and you can't keep the beat, you probably don't have a soul. That's like the easiest way to find out. And I don't mean to laugh, but like that's like a really easy way to figure out. Like if you can't keep tempo, you probably don't have a soul. You don't have that built into you. And some people think that it's black people only have a soul or melanated people only have a soul, which is a damn lie. I have seen melanated people who can't keep a damn anything straight. They sing off time, they talk off time, they can't even move right. They fucking be bopping all over the place. It's like, what are you fucking doing, dog? Like, you gotta chill out. You know what I mean? But it's not about your DNA. It's not about your genes, my bad. It's about your DNA. It's not about your genes, though. Yeah. A lot of people, because if you don't have dreams, you don't really have a soul either. That's another thing. That's something that I haven't been telling people for a while, because sometimes you just can't remember your dreams. And this is where it gets finicky, which is why I haven't talked about it. Because sometimes you just can't remember your dreams because you're being tormented by other spirits, by demons, by sleep paralysis, by all these other things that are preventing you from knowing your dreams, and your nervous system's too out of whack. So you got to calm your nervous system down. Other times you don't have a soul because you not having dreams. And then there are people who dream in black and white. Y'all don't have souls. Your dreams should have color. Your dreams should be vivid. Just as reality is, your dreams should reflect that. They should still be vivid. So if people are dreaming in black and white, you probably don't got a soul. There are things that happen within the human experience that show these things that people don't really talk about. Because no one wants to get down and dirty with it. Everyone wants to be like, oh, we all have a soul. No, we don't. The sun cycle's here. Stop lying to yourself. There's a lot of people that can't handle the heat right now. So you're not from the sun if you can't handle the heat. You know, you might not be as elevated as you think if it's too damn hot. That's a DNA deficiency. That's a whole thing right there. But you know, we need to start talking about it. We should have always been talking about it, but people get hurt way too easy about these things because then they look at themselves and they think that they're flawed or that they're not going to be good enough or however. But you are made in this fashion for a reason. You are made perfectly, and your imperfections are just those things. That's not something to be ashamed of or to hate yourself about. So it's not about we not talking about it because we don't know it. It's how do we say it in a way that will get to you without hurting you? How can we make sure? Because that's responsibility. Having wisdom and knowledge is a responsible thing. So knowing these things, you also have to know how to communicate them to people. That's a whole thing. Communication's a huge issue with people. Communication's a huge issue with people. People don't know how to talk to people. People don't know how to listen or hear shit. They'll assume all sorts of weird, wacky stuff. So communication's already hard to do. It's all about finding that balance that is almost impossible to do because everyone has grown so comfortable in a lie that now when that truth is shown, it either scorns the fuck out of you or it elevates you to a new place of being where you can live with your flaws perfectly or know who you are and be flawed in that perfectly. So it's a whole thing. But, you know, these are things that, again, it's not that it's hard to talk about. It's about finding the right way to talk about them, you know. Because imagine you on your healing journey, and then all of a sudden you hear that you don't have a soul. And that, like, oh, now I just don't, does that mean that everything I'm doing is useless? Not at all. But that's how some people would think. Or, am I going to hell because I don't have a soul? Not necessarily. that depends on a whole other nature of things and events that you are doing in this existence. Would I consider myself a wizard? I don't know. I really wouldn't consider myself anything. If I'm going to talk to you directly, I would not consider myself anything. I am just here as an experience. And if you gather from how I am, that I am a wizard, that I'm a wizard in your world, you know. But me, myself, I'm not going to accept that as a label. I don't need to grab onto that and to feel like, oh, I'm a wizard, so I should be able to do this, and that. I don't need that in my life. That's the last thing I need, is to feel as if I have a purpose due to a label. I'm just existing. And I'm just being who I am and expressing what I know and sharing my experience live. There's not a need for me to convolute that with labels, that then get opinions mixed in with those labels and all sorts of other shit. You know what I mean? So I really would not consider myself anything. And I know that some people will be like, oh, that's not an answer. No, it's an answer. That's a direct answer. That's a real ass answer. It's not an answer that you might accept, but it's an answer that I will give. You're scared? Don't be scared of me. Why the hell are you scared of me? What did I do to scare you? I didn't do nothing to scare you because it wasn't intentional. But what did you experience in me that scared you? But what does gypsy mean? I'm not too sure what gypsy means. I haven't looked into that word yet. I probably should. Being a fucking person that reads tarot, I should probably look into that word. That's my due diligence right there. I got to do that for myself real quick. But I have not looked into that word to know. Uh-oh. How do you know what Anubis looked like? Have you read the Holy Tablets and seen what Anubis looks like? Because that's the only way you can find out. Because there's photos in there. There's photos in there of what these beings supposedly look like. Malachi, Dr. Malachi York will not tell you and has never said that those are the exact images of those deities and of those beings. But they are what he was shown whenever he was accessing the information that he wrote in those books by different extraterrestrial beings. That's what he was shown. So they may be exact and they could be flawed by human error. That's the beauty of it all. But there are photos in there that represent what they would look like in the closest way that he was able to get them. Do you consider them as an angel of death or a gatekeeper? Who? Anubis? Or Anubis is a gatekeeper. He's a burial. He has the art of embalming on his side. He's an opener of ways. Well, that's really Wet While Wet. If I'm gonna be honest with you, Wet While Wet is the opener of ways. That's what his name translates to. But Anubis in his 4 other forms, because he has technically 3 other brothers, Duophomet, Wet While Wet, and I will never remember how to pronounce the other one, but it's Hafsman. It's something God damn it, let me get it right. Hafsmanmet or something. Hafsmumet or something. Yeah, I think it is Hafsmumet. I think that's what it is. It's one of those words, but they all take different positions within the body, within the embalming process. But that's what's going on with that. Because I've been here before. I look familiar because I've been here before. Like I said, I know who I am. I've been here multiple damn times. This is not my first rodeo. This is not my first rodeo. It probably going to be one of my last, because when I make my decision, I'm going to be up where I need to be, and I'm going to choose my own age. I'm going to choose what things look like. Did you know that? When you get to where you're supposed to be, when you pass away and you are with your father, you get to choose everything. You get to choose what age you are. You get to choose how you see the world, what colors you see. You get to choose all that shit. Same thing as when you come here, you do there. But you get to choose what age you stay there. So if you want to be 13, you stay 13 up there the entire time you're there. And then guess what? You come down. If you dare leave that place, and you might, and come back, when you hit that age, that's when that seed sprouts. That's when you're like, oh shit, I remember things now. That's the beauty of it all. That's why it's important to keep your inner child alive, so that when it matures, it remembers easier. Timeless? Of course I'm timeless. Everything is really timeless. I'm only existing in time to witness. You know, what am I witnessing? Everything. I'm witnessing the message I'm giving. I'm witnessing the effect of Earth. I'm witnessing the downfall of Earth. I'm witnessing people panic about Armageddon, like they're gonna do something about it, which is really funny. Because what are y'all really gonna do? Let's talk about that. What are we really gonna do? Armageddon's real, right? Armageddon could happen right now on this damn stream. Y'all could just see a big, bold, like flashing light, and then everything ends. What the fuck are you gonna do? Be real. I'm gonna sit here and start laughing my ass off. Like, damn. Today, right now, that's crazy. It could have happened. It could have happened any other day, but happened today for real. All right, cool. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta keep it real. That's the funniest part. People are like, we gotta do something. All you gotta do is trap the devil, which no one has done. Because if someone trapped the devil and actually trapped the devil, the world would not be how it was. Do you remember what happened when Solomon trapped the devil? And then when the devil got back out, Solomon's whole seed got cursed because he started dating outside of his race. If y'all don't remember that and don't know about that, do your studying. And that's why Moses was bullied, because Moses dated only people of his type. He didn't go outside his pool. He stayed within it. So he was made fun of for that, but everyone glorified Solomon because of the other thing. But y'all don't want to talk about that. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole other subject that we probably won't be able to get in. Well, we could get into it, but I don't want to deal with people saying racist and shit, because that is not what it's supposed to be about. You're missing the whole point if you think that. Because people are not ready to trap them. You trap the devil by truth. We're living in a lie. Every damn day, people wake up and choose a lie over the truth. We are not ready to trap the damn devil, because ain't no one going to stand high enough in truth to do that. Ain't no one going to live in truth to the fullest of their whole damn existence to be able to trap the devil. But there are people that are trying. There's one person that I would like to say he would be able to, but I don't want to put that on him. And that's Omari, phase 1. I truly believe if anyone were to trap the devil in this day and age, it would be him. But I don't want to put that on anyone. And he definitely here to slay the demon. That's for damn sure. But, that's not for me to put on people. The devil's always being tracked. The devil's a lie. Every lie on earth is part of the devil's scheme. Every bit of dogma is part of the devil's scheme, part of the Leviathan's plan. The longer people stay under that curse of Leviathan, the longer the devil's game is played. You can remove the devil from your life, but it's up to other people to remove it from theirs. And it's about that group effort. If everyone at once admitted that truth of seeing how things are really supposed to be, the devil would no longer exist. And I've talked about that before when doing my tarot readings. The reason why, that's why people go like, I'm so sorry. You're not sorry that I have to keep picking up on these incidences, because if you were, you would be stepping away from that mindset that would bring that to those cards, or bring that to a messenger of some form of collective. You know what I mean? That's not saying that you haven't done that. That's saying that there's no need for you to be sorry on other people's behalfs that aren't putting in that work. That's their fault. They get entertainment from that, and I get entertainment from them. It's an equal give and take no matter what. That entertainment might not be joyful, but it's still something that entertains the system within inside of me. It's something that still allows that inner train of thought to move through and to create something else. What could slaying a demon mean? It means exercising him, getting him out your system. Getting the demon of sloth out of your system requires you to exercise. Getting the demon of greed out of your system means doing things from a heart space, from not doing it just for money, doing it because it's for the better. Getting rid of envy is not looking at other people and seeing them as if in disgust of what they're doing. Like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. Not doing that to people, judging not of people. You have to get rid of these aspects that you've chosen over the divine counterparts of them. That's what you have to do. That's what exercising, that's how you slay a demon. You see what's happening and you target it out. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're eating a bunch, but when you're eating because it tastes good rather than getting the nutrients from that food. Right? Doesn't that sound damn, what is that called? Like gluttony? Because you're eating just to make something feel good inside of you rather than for the nutrients of your body. But then again, when we talk about things that deep, then people go, I don't want it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. That's why it says, I think it says in the Injil, the Quran, however, you know, when Jibreel was like, eat this book, it will be sour in your stomach, but yet sweet on your tongue or in your mouth, something of that nature. That's what that's referring to. Hearing the truth is gonna be good to speak, but then you have to realize you have to do it. Oh, so I can't eat these things because they taste good? Yeah, you should only be eating for the nutrients of your body. You should only be eating because your body needs that energy to do something. You shouldn't be eating just because something tastes good or because you're craving it. That's a demon that's causing that craving inside of you, a parasite that's causing that. But then again, we have the free will to ignore that or to be aware of that and do it anyway. It's a struggle. It's a battle. Until people on this earth get that down and deep with it, there's nothing that they can do. Of course, I can sit here and talk about it, but am I still doing those same damn things? You bet your ass I am. You bet your ass I'm not eating just for nutrients in my body. You bet your ass that I'm still eating some things that are just there because I want to eat something that tastes different. Everyone does that. Not everyone. There are a few people that don't. You know, if you really cared about it, you would be eating nothing but bread and rice and water. No flavor packets, no nothing, just those scraps, really. Things that would only give your body the amount of energy that you needed. But again, are you willing to do that for the rest of your damn life in hopes that someone else will do that with you to end all this? That's the biggest question you got to ask yourself, because not a lot of people are ready for that type of shit. That's a lot of stuff that people got to change about themselves. Because the church don't know shit. If the church knew anything, they would know that adultery is not what they think it is. Adultery and polygamy are not what the fucking teaches at all. Adultery is whenever you have sex out of marriage. If you're not going to marry that woman or marry that man, why are you fornicating with them? What's the point? You should be married to them. And then the whole polygamy thing, if you look back, niggas had 80, 40, 70 wives. Christians just didn't like it because they wanted control over the mind. They wanted control. They want to demonize and pervert things. They want to keep secrets. That's it. No, the jinn are the 200 fallen angels. The 200 fallen angels are the 200 jinn, or the jinn on this earth. That's who they are. The ego is a resting place for the jinn. The heart is a resting place for the divine. That's what you have to see. And that's where you got to watch out. Are you listening to your ego or are you listening to your heart? Because your ego can talk about what your heart desires, but make you go about it in such an incorrect way, an inphallic way that brings you down instead of up. Whereas your heart will just bring you only closer and closer to the actual result that you desire. At the end of the day, all these things are parasites. So if you're eating right, exercising right, thinking right, breathing right, even really, truly, detoxing your body when needing, going on fast when you need to. When your body says, I want to go on a fast, and you go on a fast until your body says, okay, I'm good now. Doing those things is how you get rid of those jinn. Allowing your body to keep filling itself up with gunk, with food, with waste that jinn would feed off of and then burn. That smokeless demon, that smokeless fire is burning energy inside. It's not something you do on the outside, it's an inside. That inner fire you have. When you breathe out carbon dioxide. What is carbon dioxide? You have an actual living fire inside of you that you need to keep healthy, that you use to move and live in life. And when that fire goes out, your time on here is done. You doing things to smother that fire, to coat that fire, to not allow yourself to exhale or to release those things, kills you slowly inside. It poisons you. It's a living fire inside of all of us. It's not a joke. It's not something that you're going to learn in biology or something. It's something you have to know. Based off of how we move as beings of living force, our willpower is a midway between us and the divine, or any form of entity, truly. And that fire determines that, not our fire, but what we use with our fire determines what will happen. We need to know these things. These are things about the human body that no one wants to talk about, especially in religion. When you talk about the Holy Spirit and how it burns you up, that's a fucking fire inside of you. The Holy Spirit is a fire that goes inside of you, the spirit of fire. But we need to be able to learn how to control that and use it properly. So we're not out here screwing around or using our willpower for wrong reasons. Or, when you get mad, you get all sweaty and get all upset and shit. And you start to shake and you feel like you're about to explode. That's your fire going bad. That's your fire going the wrong way. That's an incorrect use of your fire. Incorrect use of your flame. You're going to burn yourself up. When you get burnt out because you're doing something over and over again, what do you think that burnout happens from? That fire inside of you no longer is getting nutrients from what you're doing. You're no longer doing something that's helping you. You're just hurting yourself. You got to see these things. You got to know these things. These are things that no one's going to talk about. These are things that if you do hear about them, it's up in like the Order of Melchizedek in them. Like you got to get past your Masonic degrees and shit. That's why I got those books in the description. They talk about all this shit, y'all. I'm telling you, for real. It's there to help. These are things that you need to be aware of. The whole How to Train Your Dragon thing, the whole thing that the genie in a bottle, all these things refer to the inner fire within inside of you and your willpower, how you use it, how you infest with man or your mind. Man infestation, man infesting, ION, energy, man infesting on the energy, man using their energy to infect things around them. Why are we not taught these things? Because the devil doesn't want us to leave. The devil does not want us to exist with God. With God. I'm going to keep it that way too. The devil does not want us to do that. Shaitan doesn't want us to see the things that God gave us. He does not. He wants us to stay in illusion. He wants to stay in confusion. And again, the best way to teach his children about stuff like this is to read those books I have in the description. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. You can go on YouTube right now and type in Dr. Malachi Z. York lectures and watch them. There's Dr. Malachi Z. York True Light tapes. That's 48 hours, 2 days of solid information talking about the truth of you, religion, what you're made of God, of all sorts of things. 48 hours. It will only take you 2 days. I know you have 2 days. The devil can create. The devil only has to have the permission from his father to create. Read the story of Job in the Bible. The only reason why all that dumb shit was happening to Job was because the devil said, I bet I can fuck him up. I bet I can fuck him up real good. And God said, all right, bet. Go do it. I dare you go do it. He said, I bet, watch this. The devil can create whatever the fuck he wants. This is his world. He's still got to get permission from his father. You know what I mean? He's still got to get permission from his father. But he can create whatever the fuck he wants. As long as he gets to say so, he gets it. Why do you think people get blown up randomly? Why do you think people die all the time? Why do you think all these wars happen? I want this to fucking happen on my world right now. Okay, go do it. Go see if you can get that shit. Go on. But that's the reality of things. That's the reality of where we're at. In the dummies book, for dummies or children book, make one. That's the importance. If we need it, someone needs to create it. The books are there in a mature format. If you know how to translate it, if you learn the information well enough, you can translate it, make your own book. There's actually children books in the PDF. They're children's stories that Malachi himself was read as a child in Nubia. And you can read those to your children. And they have very important life lessons in them. The same ones that are really in the Bible, but the Bible is way more mature and kind of it's spookism, really. So it removes the spookism and teaches those lessons. No, you're supposed to have questions. You're supposed to ask questions. If you are denied asking a question, that's the devil in disguise. Why not? Do you not know? If you don't know, just say you don't know. If you do not know, just say you don't know. It is okay to not know. It is beautiful to not know, because it proves that you're not ignorant, or you're not cursed by Cain. You're not just living in a denial state. Always ask questions. Always. It's not bad to. You're not stupid for not knowing. You would only be stupid if you knew and still did something. And stupid, it only means slow. You would only be slowing down or not being fast enough to see what's going on, but yet also being too fast to miss it. You have to know. There are things I don't fucking know. And then I will sit back and be like, you know what? Let me not actually say something. Let me not think I know something. Let me go back and look at something real quick. You know what I mean? When we were babies, we didn't know how to fucking walk. The fuck? Now we know how to walk. Some of us still don't know how to walk. You know what's funny? Some of us don't even know how to breathe correctly. Some of us don't know how to breathe correctly. Still. And we up in our 40s, 50s, 60s. I learned how to breathe correctly because of band class. Your throat go all the way down, basically to your hips. So if your stomach tight, you're not breathing right. You're able to speak right. Some people can't speak correctly because they're not breathing correctly. Because you speak with your breath. You don't speak. You speak with your tongue. No, your tongue just helps you move air so that you can do syllables and shit. You speak from your stomach, and then your vocal cord take the air from your stomach and create it. You got the what is he called? The plasma man. He lives in your throat. That little electro man that you see on the caves in Sumeria, that's in your throat right here. That's like right up in there. That's what transmutes that air into vibration. And then your mouth is just an instrument that allows you to shape and form that air to make noises that we call language. Don't hurt yourself if you can't get out your wheelchair, but you can train your muscles. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people say, oh, you're never going to be able to walk again. You can. You have to train yourself again how to do that, though. That's a whole system from your top of your head, inside your cranium, inside your little brain, to wherever it's at. Disabled, where it's at your hip, at your leg, wherever it's at. Maybe it's just your hand or however. You have to retrain all of that back to work again. It takes effort. It takes time and diligence. It takes knowing how to eat right. It takes giving your body the proper. I'm glad that you're doing that. I got faith in you, and I'm rooting for you all the way. I truly hope that you'll be able to walk again the way that you desire to one day. So you're doing the right thing. You're training your body. And in fact, when you're doing that, you're allowing your brain to grow. When you learn new things like that, you increase your brain. You're literally increasing your smartness. You're elevating your DNA. That's how you upgrade your DNA. You learn new things. Learning a new language will literally give you new life. That's why I'm learning 4 languages. I need new life. I want new life. It's all connected. You just need to know how it connects and why it connects. And the only reason why I know that about the throat is because of people, of artists that I used to work with, the singers and stuff. I used to tell them all the time, if you eat Lay's chips and like oil up your vocal cords and your throat, you'll sing better. Your voice will be less rasp and harsh. And then they would come back and tell me, like, like when you speak, it comes from your stomach. Because when you pay attention, you inhale where it doesn't go to your lungs. It goes to your stomach, and then it pushes up. When you breathe and it hits your lungs, it creates blood, which flows to your body. When the air is hitting your stomach, it's creating force. What languages? I am learning Nuwabic with the B, Nuwapic with the C, the NRS, the Nuwabian Risk script, and another one that I can't remember the name of. It's the Misfayat, I think. That's how you pronounce the Misfayat. But they are ancient languages. These are languages that your ancestors actually would have spoken. You can find the books of these languages in the description. Actually, they're all in there if you want to learn how to speak them or are interested in them. Or if you just want me to send them to you, send me all the language books, and then I will, because I have them. But they're all down there too. So, everything I'm speaking of are things that I'm actively going through. It's not just me saying some bullshit. I hate doing that. Are we still alive? Are we still up? It it glitched out for a second. Are we still up? I don't know if that's a yes or a no. Okay, that was a yes. They started laughing at me because I said I didn't know. Damn, I got bullied by the crows. That sucks. No, it's a language that I'm going to be learning how to speak fluently, and then I'm just not going to use English anymore. I'm tired of English. I want to enrich myself. Of course, I would be using it for prayers. There are prayers that are in, I believe, the Nuwabic script, or Nuwapic. I can't remember. I think it's Nuwabic though. There's a difference. It's weird. Not really, but I can't remember which one. It's either one of those two that have prayers that I'm gonna end up learning how to recite. And whenever I learn those prayers, I'll recite. I'll upload videos and stuff and recite them on the channel. Obviously, if you want to follow around or do stuff. But right now, I'm just learning the language because I want to speak it. It's been something I've been trying to learn for the past 2 years, and language classes finally happened. So now I can learn how to speak it rather than just write it. I can write just about anything, transliteration, that is, using the Nuwabic, the Nuwapic script, the NRS, the Nuwabian Risk script. I can write in that one, transliterate anything within that. I know how to do that easy. But writing the actual language is what I'm learning how to do. And speaking the actual tongues is what I'm learning how to do. Hebrew is a good language to learn. Arabic and Hebrew are the two languages you should be really focused on learning. No, it was Nubic. That was the other one, because Nubic is derived from, it was Arabic before Arabic was Nubic script, and that is God's holy language, is between Hebrew and Arabic, because they are the same language. They are basically the same language. If you know how to speak Hebrew, you can figure out Arabic. Truly, it's not even a joke. I was learning Arabic at one point 2 years ago, but the person that was teaching me, their life got hectic, so we were unfortunately unable to continue. But now, 2 years later, I'm learning the languages that evolved from those, so that I can get into Arabic at some point. But yeah, that's what I'm here to do, is to help people grow, heal, and evolve, and teach things, because no one else is. I'm sorry. I gotta keep it real with y'all. I'm not sorry. I'm not. I've got to keep it real. The tarot readers online, they go, "Oh, we're helping. We're sending messages of help." What are you doing that's helping, really? Are you giving any advice of how to move away from these people? Yeah, you might be telling them like prayers to pray, or like herbs and oils and shit to use, but are you really telling them anything that's going to help them mentally? Because at the end of the day, if someone does not have mental defense or a strong like mental capacity, they're going to be overran by fear. Their system's going to get overloaded with a bunch of bullshit, and they're not going to be able to press forward on what they need to do. So that's what I'm here to try and fix, by bringing both those worlds together. Because yeah, people might want to know what's going on in their life and who's sending them magic and blah, 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 and who's doing all this bungle shit. But you need to know how to protect yourself from it. Not just metaphysically, but literally protecting themselves from it. The prayers and stuff are good, but again, if you're saying those prayers and they don't eliminate that fear, now what? You use those crystals, those herbs, those oils, and you still not getting that help you need. You're still scared. Your nervous system's still out of whack. Now what? It's your mind at that point. And a lot of people don't know about the mind. A lot of people don't know about feelings either. A lot of people don't know that your brain will have thoughts, either created by them or by outside sources, that will create false feelings and then make a false reality around you. People don't know the difference between a real feeling and a fake feeling. And that's terrifying. And I want to be, and I've been teaching that for a minute. And if you take my tarot classes, I teach that in there. All you have to do is email me about the tarot classes, and I'll tell you about them. I'm getting back on those. So if you have the tarot classes, just know that I'm going to be recording videos on a very shitty microphone, the same microphone that that the trauma healing series are going through, because I'm waiting for my YouTube paycheck to come in so I can actually get my audio equipment. I'm missing one wire to get my microphone. I'm missing a wire and a microphone stand, because I don't know where the fuck that went. But those are the last two things I'm missing before I can get everything done for that. But I'm going to end this here. I'm going to rest up. I'm going to be back outside for another reading at some point. And we're going to get through this. We're going to walk through it. We're going to talk through it. We're going to grow, heal, and evolve together. We are going to do everything we need to do to get where we need to get and how we need to get it. But I love you all so much. Thank you all for everything. Thank you for sitting here or standing or whatever you were doing. Hell if I know. But thank you for just being here and spending your time here, growing here, learning, listening, and giving. Maybe you were just laughing at everything I said because you thought it was funny. Maybe you didn't take anything. You're just here to troll, whatever. I don't care. Just thank you for wasting your time being here or spending your time and being here. I love you all so much. Tenfold and forever. Peace in the Lamb. It is truly wonderful. I will see you later.